Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Vagrus, the Riven Realms. So we've just had a little chat in the bar. Very well written. I'm very much into this. Look, it's going to be wordy, and if this does turn into a fuller long play, it's going to be story time with Scarlet. But I'm sure people are okay with that if they're listening. We had a chat with Narbo, our old business associate, and basically he's set us on a way, set us up with the scrap metal sort of vendor at a discount, so we're now going to have to go and do that. And we have to deliver some sort of package for him, so we're indebted. There was a catch, but I mean, isn't there always? So here we go. We're in our little quest log. Deliver this thing to a man in Avernum. Now, this isn't even the main game. This is just like a little prologue sort of thing, but I do want to persevere and see it through because I'm enjoying it. But we will get to the main sort of game on the back of this, of course. Buy 24 scrap at the market, have 800 supplies. Okay. Regions, Mountains of Fire. Oh, okay. How ominous. The market pane is now active. Navigate to the market pane by clicking on the little doodaki. Or this. Market pane displays available goods to buy at the cells. Yeah, cargo pane on the left. Oh my god, look at my car. It's so good. Okay, it's telling me how to buy stuff. Cool. Alright, so supplies. Well, hang on, we need 24. Well, we need 24 scrap metal, right? So I'll just buy all of it, right? Oh. Whoops. Resume. How do I buy it all? Maybe I just click like a madman. Oh, you can buy like a stack. Ah. And you can pull up the journal at any time to see what's going on. Buy 24 scrap at the market. I guess I haven't bought it so much. And I need 800 supplies. And it tells you 7 days supply. Oh, there you go. Cool. I mean, you can see it here as well, but I was curious if it would give me a number somewhere. But it does tell you that. Okay. So I'll take. Oh, and you buy it in blocks of 100? No. They have 100. Oh, okay. Let's just buy them all. Nice. That seems a bit fiddly, but I guess we'll get to it. Equipment. Can I put like gear on my dude, my lizard man? Oh, and he's got a little wheelbarrow behind. Oh, that's so good. Okay, equipment that you can attach to your comitatus is sold on some markets or found through your travels. They provide bonuses and upgrades. You can switch. Okay, switch to the equipment tab. Oh. If I mouse over coal, does it tell me anything? Last known prices. Yes. Okay, that's cool. We're going to be a big trader. That's going to be so good. Awnings. Oh, mate. Linen awnings stretched over the saddles and carts to block harmful weather effects. I could afford awnings. Yeah, let's put them on my lizard. Items, the third type of cargo, do not take up cargo space and are not equipable. They are used and traded in certain events. You can switch panes in a settlement to the active pane or corresponding. Okay. Okay. When you are done exploring, once you leave, you cannot come back to this place in this mission. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So click on the arch, it says. Have we bought everything? Yeah. I guess we have paid for it. Packed up, restocked on supplies, and with all your business here concluded, you finally make ready to leave the decrepit town of Scrap Heap behind in the morning. You spend the night inside a guarded compound, not for free though. On second thought, there are still things you wish to explore in Scrap Heap. No. Let's get the move on. +1 days minus Lurg. Oh, okay. That's our currency, is it? Cool, but I've got so many. Oh wow. Wait, I'm confused there. There's a silver, there's a copper, and a gold. That doesn't seem to be in the right order. Maybe that's sort of a bronze sort of thing. Maybe silver's. Oh, that's. Okay, I don't know about that. We'll figure that out. You set out at dawn, ashes flitting from the sky, and the distant mountain rumbles ominously in the morning twilight as your comitatus reaches the west gate of town. You notice almost immediately that the militia at the gates is questioning and inspecting travellers. Move along toward the inspection. Story is in alignment, okay. You realise that even if they are looking for the package Nabo gave you, there is a minuscule chance of finding it among several departing caravans, all made up of dozens of people respectively. Besides, the packet is tiny and well hidden at the bottom of a sack of dried mushrooms. Oh, nice. A robed magistrate of the Heap King appears to coordinate the search effort, picking out people or even whole travelling groups for inspection. As your comitatus draws near, it takes only a passing glance for him to check you and your crew before he motions to the guards to let you through. You quietly pass under the gate and out into the broken wasteland. Okay, cool. The comitatus is well on its way, and Scrap Heap is a mere dot on the horizon by the time Javik joins you at the front of the line. Just like I said, you made the right choice with this venture. Talk of how you may have saved us all is spreading like wildfire, he says with a faint smile. Of course, we do have to make it alive to Devon with the cargo, but it's a good start, don't you think? Yeah, I'll nod in agreement. Let's go. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not like we started this business yesterday. With that, you both go back to your duties and the constant monitoring of the horizon. If all goes well, you should reach the Wound in a few days, and then you can turn south to the edge of the Molten Tongue and travel down to Avernum. Okay, cool, the journey continues. End. +3 morale, yay! Your progress is saved at checkpoints. Whenever you leave a settlement, reach a story-related checkpoint, as well as at the start of each in-game day, your game is saved automatically, right? Manual saving is unavailable in this particular thing. You can save manually in the game, usually through the escape menu, except during combat and events. You can, yeah, okay, that's cool. That's fine, thank you.
There they were, with a full cargo hold, and filled with newfound hope. Yet, the road ahead still promised hardships and peril. I travelled with them southwards, expecting to reach more habitable lands beyond the Molten Tongue's river of lava.
Is he the mind reader dude? I thought he might be the leader of the thing, but maybe not. He's saying they a lot. Vigor is energetic. Oh, wonderful. Well, hang on. So, oh, that looks like the Wound to me. What is this? Codex. Ah, okay. All right, let's go. Out of range of MP costs. Oh, well, we'll do that one. Crew management UI is now available. Click the sheet in the top left corner. Is that like this? Ah. Crew management windows allows you to manage your comitatus. Morale is the general mood of your comitatus. If it ever drops to 1, there's a chance that the comitatus dissolves and you lose the game. Oh no. Morale, steady. This is so good. You can see the current effects of your morale below the rating. Oh, really? The effects of your morale below the rating. Oh, you mean by just... Max morale 9. Okay. Okay. Obedience. How satisfied your slaves are. Oh, geez, I've got slaves? Good to know. Low obedience leads to theft, runaways, and worse. Be sure to guard your slaves with enough fighters and treat your slaves well, or punish them consistently to raise obedience. Okay, well, compliance. Compliant is good. Nice. Nutrition shows how well fed your crew is. Low nutrition incurs penalties. Extra rations raise nutrition, while starving your crew lowers it. Sustained. Sustained is good. Oh, man. I like these different stats. It's cool. Vigor indicates how tired the comitatus is. Low vigor results in penalties on tests and is drastically a slower comitatus. Ah, which can spell doom quite fast. Right. And I guess our vigor is energetic, right? +0 from nutrition. So nutrition seems to pump a lot of stuff up. Okay, cool. Food is the key. Food is the key. Upkeep is how much... Oh yeah, this is the upkeep panel. how much you owe your crew. You can pay them at the end of each day or keep collecting debt. Companion, fighter, worker. Yeah, okay. So that's not a gold. That's less than bronze, whatever that is. Okay. Consumption is how much food your crew consumes each day. Yeah, okay, here we go. Jesus, 93? The fighters. Beasts of burden. Oh, they're hungry boys, but I mean, you know, we need them. Workforce is generated. Can I move this thing? I can't. Is generated by workers and your slaves. You have enough workforce to cover the Comitatus's needs, including beasts, crew, and passengers. This is... Oh my god, I'm losing my mind about how cool this game is. Going below the required number bestows serious penalties. Passengers. Yeah, okay, take to destinations for rewards. You can take on passengers in some events and settlements. They also consume supplies. Crew and beasts. Outriders. Where was my workforce? That we were just talking about workforce. Beasts of burden. Butcher. Oh no. I don't want to do that. Oh look. A reptile. Riderless mount carries 8 cargo. Oh, I could put a dude on it to turn him into an outright. Oh, here you can see the number of each crew and beast type you have in your Comitatus. Consult the tooltip for each one to learn more. Right, outriders are special because you need a fighter and a mount to be able to create an outrider. Yes, while outriders are excellent fighters, mounts without riders carry cargo. You can always dismount fighters using the... Yeah, cool. Let's do that. For now, add an outrider. Nice. Then close this panel. Right, cool. Mounts. Yeah. Slaves. Discipline one or more of your slaves to gain obedience. Has a diminishing return. Liberate. To gain... I can liberate the slaves. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. Alright, let's go. On the road again. You've run out of movement points and need to camp, ending the day. Being on the road all day lowers the vigor of your Comitatus, spending most of your MPs, okay. And that you can replenish by camping. You can also camp earlier than running out of MPs, which helps raise vigor faster. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. At the end of each in-game... Oh my god. At the end of each in-game day, the Comitatus makes camp and settles down for the night. Supplies are consumed and movement points are refreshed. Okay. At each camp, you can decide to offer normal or double wages for the current day, depending on whether you pay them or not. Double payment increases morale. You can also choose to pay all your debts to your crew at this time, or accrue payment, but the longer you delay, the grumpier the crew gets. Of course. Obedience and nutrition also appear here as well. Workforce need shows how much workforce is needed to maintain the Comitatus. Going below this require... Yep. You have the option to give out less or more supplies under rations, vigor and morale respectively. Starving your crew will have... Yes, no, understood. All the lock icons allow you to save the current setting of the corresponding UI element so that it remain... so it will be like the default setting on the next day. Nice. Under hunting and foraging, oh my god, yes. I mean, look, if this isn't for you, I can understand that, but I am losing my mind. This is just such a throwback to the bloody, like I said, to the choose your own adventures of old that, I loved them. Under hunting and foraging, you can send your crew out into the wasteland to find supplies and sometimes even other goods. Base chances depend on your related perks discipline. Yep, that's okay. Cost of hunting and foraging is movement points or vigor if you're out of movement points. Oh. Hunting uses scouts as a chance to get you a large number of supplies. Critical failure might kill scouts. Oh. Foraging is more reliable but gives you fewer supplies. It can use workers and slaves. You can add them and remove them. Okay, but you could have people die. Alright. The summary of what happened to your crew that day can be seen on the right. Oh, okay. Oh, crew change outrider fight. Yeah. You can also talk to your companions using the speech bubble under their portrait. Companions heal by themselves during camp. Their chance of healing or worsening condition can be seen on the bar below the portraits. Oh, well, they don't need healing, so using the buttons on the right allows you to use medical supplies. Yeah, okay. For increased healing chances, medical supplies are quite valuable. Right. You must also set a defensive order. When you set everything up, click the end day button. Okay, cool. Morale is steady. Accrued upkeep, we will go postpone paying. We'll go pay now. All right. Workforce is submissive. That's good. That's fine. Nutrition is sustained. That's cool. Let's stick with that as well. Hunting and foraging. No. We'll be all right. We don't need that. Well, what's this? Heal. Toggle medical supplies. Talk to companion. Yeah, who are you? Morwen is discussing something with a few scouts when you approach them. She sees you and steps away from her company, joining you next to a tent in the shadows. You immediately start to feel anxious, as if roused out of torpor by a Tarkian coffee. The effects of her demonkin heritage, no doubt. Anything I can do for you? Or what's this hat? Companion, Javik required. I'll ask what she thinks of Javik. Ask about her past. Ask about enough chatting. Okay, cool. It's just that sort of idle. It's looking for lore, you know, digging through codexes sort of chat. It's not really story related or anything. Assign deputies. Okay, cool. And then what do we got here? Post no guards. Post guards. No bonuses, no penalties. +1 vigor, -1 obedience. High chance of ambush. Lower vigor. My vigor's energetic, which is pretty good. Increase morale and obedience. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. End day. Well rested, look at that. Oh, it dropped. Okay, but my morale is keen. Nice. Okay, cool. On the road again. Morale is eager. We'll go pay later. Workforce. Why do I have an extra? Okay, doesn't really matter, does it? Nutrition sustained. You know what? We'll give them extra rations. Yes. Vigor is fresh. It says well rested up there, but I think it's going to drop. Oh, here we go. Well rested sounds good. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, aim for 7s, I reckon. And let's do some... Send out scouts to hunt. Send out slaves to forage. Yeah, let's get the slaves on the old forage, eh? What's going on here? -1 vigor. Oh wow, you can turn them all on and all off sort of thing. Ah. No. Let's stick with that. That's fine. Cool. End day. After a long day's march under bleak skies and harassed by hot winds, the Comitatus finally settles down in a wide ravine. After taking care of camp chores and checking on all your comies, you go to your tent and tuck in for the night. There are benefits to sleeping out in the wasteland. The silence is quite calming, tranquil even. Only the murmur of the distant fire-belching mountains, the whisper of the wind, and the occasional groans of your beasts can be heard. Except something else is making a muffled noise that you do not recognize. Your eyes flick open. Something is wrong. What in Tartarus is it now? You rise to check it out. Let's check it out. Leaving your tent and passing the sleeping beasts, you are just about to call to a guard when you stumble upon a large quadrupedal creature covered with fused bone protrusions. It is munching on supplies scattered across the ground, evidently from a torn open sack lying nearby. The creature is a Jakra, a wasteland scavenger that hunts in packs. Before you can utter a word, the monster charges you. And out of the shadows, Morwen leaps at it, tackling it aside and cutting its hide with her bone axe in a follow-up swing. You breathe out, realizing that she has probably just saved your life. Javik runs up to you just as the creature backs off and lets out a howl. There's more of these accursed things, boss. Must have sneaked past the perimeter guards. They're trying to chase them off, he blurts out. As he does, you can hear yelling and the sound of a battle from around the camp. The wounded Jakra is joined by one from behind a cargo pile, and the two of them start circling you. Javik steps beside Morwen, and they get ready to fight. Ooh, daddy, let's go. Let's have a bit of a biff. Oh, look at them. Look at their heads. They've got no eyeballs. No good. Turn-based combat, 1 to 6 enemies fight your team of 1 to 6 companions. Okay, cool. You can... Geez, look at her axe. This chick is not messing around. You can use the skills of your companions to beat enemies, protect your companions, and set yourself up in advantageous positions of the combat board. Oh, I don't get to go on the table. It's just my companions. Okay. Companion combat is made up of rounds. Each round, all the participants take turns to act. When everyone has had their turn, the current round ends and a new round is started. Yeah, okay. Combat board is divided into 2 sides, friendly and opponent side. Yeah. Each side has a front row and a back row. Each row has 3 positions. Certain skills can only be used when in a position in the appropriate row. Okay, that's fine. Click on the begin button to fight. Let's begin. The order in which you receive their turns is their initiative. Yep, cool. At the beginning of each round, all combatants add 1 to 6 random to their initiative. Yeah, this is how classical initiative rolls work. The initiative order in the top left shows the order in which combatants receive their turn. Wise leaders use this information to plan ahead. Okay, cool. So one of them is going to go first. Jakra begins its turn. Oh, it's headbutted. It headbutted me. Melee skills can only be used in the front row. They can only target the front row enemies that are adjacent to the attacker's position. Oh. So the up and down actually makes a difference. Or back row enemies if no front row enemy blocks them. Because of these rules, positioning in melee is paramount. Yeah, I would say so. All characters can move to any adjacent position on their own side. If they move into a position that is occupied by another character, the character is pushed out of... Oh, that's really good that you can push as opposed to having to wait. Has to be moved to an adjacent free position, even to the position the other character has just left. Oh, they'll swap if needs be. Right. Not only do characters in the front row prevent melee attack characters directly behind them, but they also make them more difficult to hit with certain ranged skills. Ah, like it blocks their line of sight. When you want to move, select the move icon. Right, move Morwen in front of Javik. Okay. I have to select the move icon. Move. Am I doing it right? Oh no, resume. Got to drag her. Morwen. Move. There. Oh, okay, that looks good. Alright, okay, fine, Jesus. I was getting a bit confused there. Each companion has 4 combat skills. Besides move, represented by the row of icons. Yeah, okay. You can select skills or move by clicking on them and pressing their number. Yeah. Okay, use Mind Blast. Alright, let's do that. Oh, look at that big brain picture. Yes. Let's Mind Blast this bloke. Morn's skills include the option to push front row enemies back and pull back row enemies to the front. Some skills are more complex. Use Savage Kick to send him to the back row. Okay. Get out of here. Scrub. Oh, this other bloke's moving up. And he's moving up. Oh, you can move diagonally. Interesting. You can consult the combat log. Cool. The character sheet can be opened by clicking its icon. Okay, the forfeit button. Defeat your enemies. Hold space. Let's go. Alright, big brain on Brad. Oh, I can move the target. Okay. Friendly ranged. Caster and a single ally receive initiative, defense, and bonus increase. Let's do some brain damage. Stop that. Morwen. Devastating blow. Let's go. Oh no. What are you doing, Miss Morwen? Oh my god. Big hits. Big brain him. Oh no. Really? We're gonna miss all their hits, are we? Okay. Wait, does he get another attack or something? Oh, maybe the round ended and he had the initiative on the next round. In fact, that's exactly what happened. You can see there in the combat log. What is this evade nonsense? Brain him. Nice. Wow, he blows people up with his head quite effectively. Yep, cool. The two Jakra lie dead at your feet. Morwen wipes the foul-smelling blood from her axe blade as a guard arrives and talks to her. You okay, boss? Javik pats you on the shoulder. You nod, turning to Morwen as she approaches you. All hostiles taken care of, she says. They got to some of the food, but we could take their meat and other parts to make up for it. Harvest the damn critters before going back to bed. Perhaps you will gain something from this in the end. Let's just go back to bed. What's this? Hunting required. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, nice. We've got ivory and beast hides. Fantastic. The life of a trader, hey? Alright, let's keep going. Your chart is now active. Open it by clicking the chart in the top right corner. Come on. These load times are interesting. It just hitches. The chart is your tool for navigating the wastelands of Zeren and planning out journeys. Okay, your Comitatus is represented by a red banner. That's us there. Any discovery or settlement or point of interest can be marked by clicking on their icons and choosing mark. Ah, okay. Mark of Vernum south of you. Marked. I press mark. Oh shit. This is a big world. Where's the place we came from? We're up in the mountains. Oh, wow. Scrap heap, there it is. It's a tiny little thing. So as you zoom in, it's like the Sea of Thieves map. Okay, camp. How are we going? Fervent, that's nice. Devoted, we don't need to bash anyone tonight. Nutrition, sustained. We need some better nutrition for sure. How are our supplies going? 6 days? Well fed, there we go. Let's feed everyone really well. Invigorated. Let's do that. Let's send out the scouts to get some more food, hey? Postcards, no bonuses, no penalties. No, that's fine, we'll go like that. Foraging, fail. No one harmed, but we got a little bit. Okay, that's cool. Oh, did I camp? Oh, I camped early because of the map thing. Whoops, silly me. Force March allows you to move further than your maximum movement points in a given day. Force March uses marching MP. Next to your MP at the top left. Oh, it must be this. Right, okay, cool. Although Force March gets you further, use them carefully. Your crew loses vigor and even morale rapidly if you march too often without extra resting. We strongly suggest refraining from frequent Force Marches until you have more experience. High vigor, morale, and well-supplied commissars are required. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We won't do that. 9. Get nourished, boys. 4 days of supplies. We'll go hard on the foraging. Success. Nice. 2 days of supplies. Uh-oh. God, we might have to force march. As the Comitatus is scaling another stretch of black sand dunes, one of the outriders you had sent out to screen your left flank rides in on the line and heads immediately to you. You can see the man is in a panic right away from the way he hops off the saddle while decelerating and almost falls over. Before he reaches you, your guardsmen are already setting up a defensive perimeter to the east. You beckon to the beast drivers to halt the line. Vagrus, they are coming. I saw him walking over the dunes. The pilgrims are coming. A murmur of terror washes over the Comitatus. Clearly your scout was referring to the last pilgrimage. This group of spectral horrors is known to appear out of nowhere and eradicate even large groups of travelers in a matter of minutes. Nobody quite knows what happened to those who encounter them up close, as nobody has lived to tell the tale. Some reckless people were reputedly able to take a peek at the otherworldly wayfarers, but during your many years as a Vagrus, you have never met any such person whose story was credible. You know all too well that if your outrider tells the truth, and you see no reason why he wouldn't, the only chance for survival is for you to run and hide. Try to find a place where you can hide from the last pilgrimage. Make a run for it. Let's make a run for it. You turn the whole Comitatus around and make haste westward, at the right angle to the espied direction to which the pilgrims were reportedly moving. After an hour of hauling ass, you make the line stop. Scouting parties you have sent out saw no sign of the spectral menace, so you turn back and realign with the original direction you were travelling, headed south-southwest. You lost a lot of time today, but at least now you can say that you have come fairly close to the last pilgrimage and lived to tell the tale. Oh, well, that's pretty good. Cool. I lost some movement, though. I want to force march. How do I do that again? Let's go. Keen, compliant, well-fed, 2 days. -1 vigor. Okay, so sending them all out only costs me the 1 vigor anyway. What is that? 0 to 0. Fail. Oh, no good. We've only got 1 day of supplies. Have I doomed my caravan? The Comitatus climbs the last black dune and comes to a halt on your mark. Standing on one of the carts, you spy the horizon carefully before hopping down and convening with your most trusted. Ahead looms the voiceless lake, a place of deathly quiet and utter peril. The lava flow of this particular tendril of the molten tongue cools down here below a tough shell of dark rock covered by steaming water. Yet the shell is not solid enough in places. It can crack in the blink of an eye and open under one's foot, leading to a sudden scalding death. There are ways to guess where it is safe to cross, but it is to be done slowly and attentively. Your scouts know their way around here, but because the lava changes constantly beneath the shell, they have to rely on finding a new way through each time. The lake is voiceless because everyone has to keep completely quiet. That way, one might hear the shifting lava and the cracking shell just in time to avoid disaster. This is wonderful. Your lieutenants agree that crossing over to the far side of the shell is still better than going around and into Arenas Negris, however. Especially after coming so close to the last pilgrimage a few days ago, nobody in their right mind would go near a place like that. Or go near that damn place. And so you are struck with the plateau surrounding the voiceless lake. Comitatus attempts to cross over the other side. High chance of success. Perceptive. Nice. Okay. Test fail. All of a sudden there is a crack that is nearly deafening in the otherwise complete silence. The last mount in the line howls once and then disappears in the newly opened fissure in the blink of an eye. Its rider has no time to utter a sound, but the slave the beast drags along with its fall lets out a bone-chilling shriek before going silent forever. There is no telling if they deviated from the path pinpointed by your scouts, or if the path was poorly chosen to begin with. The rest of the Comitatus eventually makes it through, and you can turn away from the cursed lake and head southwards. Yet the loss of the beast is a disaster in its own right, and the crew is shaken enough to maintain the uncanny silence for days to come. You leave the voiceless lake behind. That's unfortunate. -1 fighter, slave. Oh no, and our morale sort of tanked a bit too. We must go on. We must go on.
Just as we were about to leave that damnable lake behind, we heard it. An abominable shriek pierced the air and made us gasp.
Oh no.
It came from behind some hills nearby, coupled with the ruckus of battle. The armed women and men, the Comitatus, looked at their Vagrus questioningly.
Scouts come running toward the cart line as you are about to enter the Badlands south of the lake and hear what could only be described as a paralyzing howl, accompanied by the unmistakable sounds of battle. There's a battle going on, Vagrus. Just beyond yonder hills, the scouts point southeast. Some armed folk are being attacked by bloody undead. A murmur washes over the crew and many of them ready their weapons. Not to give aid to fellow travellers in dire need is believed to attract dire peril onto yourself. Oh, okay, I like that. A good bit of superstition. Besides, it would be better to fight the undead together than alone if it comes to that. The tension is rising with each passing moment, with everyone watching you, waiting for you to give the order. Rush in and attack the undead as fast as possible. Approach carefully and see what's going on. Have the scout tell you exactly what they saw. Tell me what you saw, Mr. Scout. There were 4 guys clad in dark, holding metal weapons, I swear, but they were losing. About half a dozen shamblers or so. One of them huge, just fucking huge. A loud death cry echoes among the hills. Rush in and attack the undead. Order your crew to stand down. Perhaps you can get far enough from the... No, we need to aid these people. And that is the way, you know, that is the assumed way. You clamber over the next few hills and look down upon the site of brutal melee. Bodies are strewn across the field. Most of them are mutilated undead, but some are mangled and burnt humans in dark clothes. Another such man, a robed priest with a shaven head, falls to the ground after flying half a dozen yards, following a bone-crunching hit from a looming white giant. The creature looks like being made up of several bodies, fused by some combination of natural disaster and twisted magic. The rest of the shamblers look like they are smouldering. The great white abomination engages the two last men standing, a white-faced, lightly armoured enforcer with a shield and a tall man in an elaborate black armour wielding a greatsword. Both of them look worse for wear. There is no time to lose. You and yours rush to the aid of the two men. A fight commences as your men engage the undead. Alright, let's go. Oh my god, look at that thing. Jesus, those are some interesting shoulder pads you got there, buddy. Before the first round has started, you have to deploy your companions. Oh, and these are the chads that are still fighting. Okay, cool. You do not need to deploy all of your companions. Sometimes it is best to avoid sending a wounded companion in. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Before deploying a companion, you can switch between their defense mode, block or evade, by clicking on the defense mode shield icon. It's set to the higher value mode by default. Oh, okay, well, we won't change that. Yeah, well, let's go. And we'll put this bloke in the... Put old bloody brain blast up here, I reckon. Let's go, let's go. Oh my god, did that just kill him immediately? Oh, Jesus, okay. Some skills can target friendly units to support, protect, or even heal them. A lot of Javik's skills cannot be used because the undead enemy are immune to mind effects. Oh, he's not useless though. He can use premonition to keep his allies buffed. Ah. Okay. Let's maybe buff this bloke. Combat is cruel, and in general, you cannot heal during it. Your defenses are your main way to mitigate. Evade allows you to completely avoid an attack, but you will be moved to an adjacent, unoccupied position if you successful evade. Oh, okay, cool. Block provides extra arm against the attack, mitigating damage. Ah, each companion has different evade and block chances. That's kind of cool. And then I think you can change your defense mode is what they were saying. Alright, now what's this do? Hit two adjacent enemies in the same row, then move to the side. Powerful attack against single opponent. Push the target back. Pull a single target forward. Well, I mean... Maybe I want to pull that bloke forward so I can start slapping them together, you know? Sidarius is a very tough companion due to his armor and good defenses. His skills also include a support skill that enhances his stats, Vengeance, and one that debilitates an enemy, Bane. Okay, cool. Some skills can affect multiple targets. His cleave deals less damage than his single target Unholy Strike, but it targets two enemies that stand side by side. Yeah, cool. Losing initiative and accuracy. Yeah, maybe we'll Bane this bloke, eh? Did that work? I can't tell. Maybe it missed. You are the Vagrus. Or you, the Vagrus, may not take part in companion combat, but that does not mean that you don't have the resources to influence it. Okay. Many of your leadership perks allow you to use resourcefulness in various ways in combat, whichever you can unlock in the leader medallion in the form of buttons. Okay. Consult their tooltip. You have two options for now. Aid. Is that up here that we're talking about? Which allows you to revive downed companions. The button is only active if you have a downed companion. Companion is downed after losing their vitality. Okay, cool. They become severely wounded. Downed characters also do not provide cover from line of sight. Inspire, which gives substantial defensive buff to a target for 3 rounds. Select Inspire. Okay. So is that this one? Yeah, okay. Of a companion. You'll do. Nice. Sedaris, it's your turn again. Buff. What if we cleave? Oh, no good. Alright, he can't brain these blokes, I don't think. Right, they were immune to it or something. And then she sidesteps. Nice. Ouch. So he can't brain zap him? Is that what they were saying? Yeah, they're immune. Okay, cool. Oh geez, that thing hits pretty hard. Alright, good, that's what we finally wanted. Just gotta keep buffing this bloke. 3 rounds, okay, cool. Is that debuff not working on him? Oh my god, he hit both of us? Oh god damn. It's a lot of hitching when it loads the things. It's a little bit, makes me a little bit sad. Not enough power. Oh. Nice, big hit. Oh my god, stop bashing me. Oh no. $18 power? Oh, am I gonna die here? Oh no. The companion is downed after losing your vitality. They are not removed from combat but cannot perform actions. They become... Okay, they can keep bashing them if they want. But I can raise them up, right? Aid. Up you get, love. Yeah, alright. Now we're talking. Now these pricks are stitched. Oh, good block, mate. Oh, geez, what's happened here? Oh, she's evaded. Okay, I see. Oh, this dude's gonna take forever to kill. I don't know, we are dishing out that damage. 12 left. Oh, she's down again. Can I make her get back up? Not enough resourcefulness. No good. Oh, he's gonna bash her still. That's a bit rude, isn't it? I mean, I'll take it. So old mate can finish the fight. Oh, stop blocking it. Oh! Jesus, stop bashing the girl. Christ. Buff the chick lying on the ground. Jeez, he's mad keen for her, isn't he? How do you miss that? Oh, he's out of power? How do I forfeit? Skip active turn. Yeah, that's what I said. Skip active turn. Forfeit. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, hang on. I probably should have buffed the Sheila, but all he needs to do is decide to hit this guy once and it's all over. But I feel like he's not going to do that because the game wants me to not fail this fight. Victory! Oh man. It is over. The undead finally stopped moving, their bodies lying mutilated all around the hills. The large abomination was hacked to pieces and is now a jumbled pile of ash and petrified bones. Some of your crew also got torn up. There are several wounded and one dead. The man in the black armor is the only one of his company who survived the battle. He is sitting on a rock nearby, covered in ash from hacking at the abomination, drinking ponderously from a water skin, while he is observing the battlefield. His grim gaze wanders from one slain companion to the other, as if wanting to make sure that all of them are dead. At length, his piercing gaze finds you, and a chill runs down your spine. There is no doubt in your mind that the man and you need to talk. You walk over to the black armored man and address him. Oh, minus because someone died. You walk up to the man and offer him your hand. He looks you up and down in a fashion that suggests mild contempt. His greatsword, forged of steel, lies across his lap. He does not take your hand. You seem to be the leader of this. The man looks for the word in as he eyes the comitatus, this company of travelers. What is your business here? The bluntness of the question, coupled with the man's evident hostility and ungratefulness, leaves you speechless. Perhaps it is for the best. You notice that the man is bearing the symbol of Surgorod, which should make you cautious. Okay, tell him that you are a trading comitatus traveling south, that you're a traveling company. Tell him that it is none of your business. No, I will. I'll tell him, just in case. He doesn't seem like the type to ask for help. I see. So you turning up here is a matter of utter coincidence, I take. When you assure him it is, he narrows his eyes and pierces you with his gaze. There is a tense moment that seems to take forever. You are truthful, Vagrus, commendable. The man rises from the rock. He towers over you now, and it dawns on you that the war gear he carries made him either very rich or a very powerful person in the metal-starved world. Or both. I'm grateful for your assistance in this skirmish, late as it was, he says, turning to look at Javik, who appears at your side and bows his head to the man. Without acknowledging your friend or his greeting, the armored fellow turns to you again. My name is Sidarius, and I am a knight of Ordis Negris Solus. By aiding me, Vagrus, you have aided Imperial law. You must have some questions of your own. Now is your chance to ask him. Best not make him wait. Sidarius stands before you, head cocked to the side, his blade resting on his shoulder, awaiting your questions. I don't really need to know. Ask him about the fight. My company was drawn here with the false promise of finding the hideout of enemies of the Empire. Instead, a large group of undead surrounded us, most likely drawn here by some wild trickery, and we had to fight for our lives. You arrived toward the end of a drawn-out battle and saw my last companion fall. We fought with Surgorod's rage and with the Emperor in our hearts, but there was just too many of the shamblers. Looking around, you now realize how savage the confrontation must have been. Dozens and dozens of undead lie all around the field, and only half a dozen of Sidarius's dead companions. Was there anything else that you wanted? What was he doing here? Well, we kind of already covered that, didn't we? Ask him about his companions. My companions lie dead. There is nothing else you need to know, save only that they were all dedicated servants of the Empire who did not flinch in the face of the ultimate adversity. They were all either members of the Church of Surgorod or my order. I led them here in the hopes of hunting down traitors, but they were betrayed in turn. I will not rest until I avenge such treachery. He grits his teeth so hard, you are afraid that they would crack. There is an unholy light in his eyes for a few brief moments. By the grace of the Triumvirate, I now have the opportunity to do so. Anything else you wanted? Ask him what he's going to do. Trap sprung? What he was doing here? I and my companions came here in search of the enemies of the Empire to smoke them out of their hideout here in the wilds. It was supposed to be the last glorious battle, concluding a long investigation that took months. As you can see, it went down quite differently. It is now my assumption that we've been betrayed and a trap was set for us. The traitors we were supposed to apprehend lured us here along with these undead and hoped to see us all slaughtered. Surgorod, however, and his endless salience saw fit to grant me an opportunity for retribution. Rejoice, Vagrus, you have been an instrument of the divine, sent here by Surgorod himself to aid me in my quest for vengeance. Okay, cool. Well, we'll ask him about this. What do you plan to do now? I intend to return to Avernum. I have to debrief my superiors there of what happened today, and I also want to look more into the lead that ultimately brought me here. Sidarius fixes you with his gaze. Your destination does not appear, or does not happen to be Avernum, does it? You can't help but tell him the truth. You are too well aware that lying to one of the Knights of the Black Sun is high treason. Oh, is that so? Okay. It is the first time you see Sidarius's malevolent smile. Good! I shall join you for the journey. Araphons teaches us to share the burden of the road. Now, tell your men to pile up the bodies of my companions. Burning them without the proper rituals is not becoming such heroes of the Empire, but we have no time for much else. Also, gather all their belongings while you're at it. Make it happen, Vagrus. In the meantime, someone skillful enough should take a look at my wounds. You're about to leave to give the orders when Sidarius calls after you. And just so everyone knows, the danger might still loom for us. The traitors who I was supposed to fight must be around here, keeping a distance. They surely would have finished me off had I managed to conquer all the undead myself. I doubt they are going to make a move now that you are here, but who knows what their desperation will drive them to. Though your crew does not like to be ordered around by a stranger, they too do agree that the slain should be tended to. The pile is burning and the cart line is ready to leave in an hour. It seems you have to take Sidarius to Avernum. Sidarius joined your comitatus. As the comitatus is crossing into the Badlands, you climb onto the cart where the resting Sidarius is sitting in the back. You can see that he is holding something small in his hands and observing it attentively. This is a fetish charm, one that the kindly sisters and the disciples of Askel use to attract the reanimated dead. The knight tosses you a small bone charm, complete with arcane writing in black ink and some teeth they attach to the centerpiece. I disabled it, do not worry. These filthy traitors may have used a stolen charm to ensnare my contingent, but I am still anointed in the faith of Askel, and I swear that they will suffer for this atrocity. You give the charm back to the knight. There is also the matter of the belongings of my fallen comrades. I expect you to hold on to them until we reach Avernum. We'll discuss them there. You nod and turn toward the horizon. Whether you like it or not, you are bound to this night for the next few days to come. You travel toward Avernum. Segredite arms. Okay, cool.
Dark Knight joined us after we rescued him from the clutches of the mindless undead horrors that slaughtered his companions. He was a grim sort, displaying no gratitude or companionship. Yet, we were stuck with him, for a lawman such as the Knight could make his dreadful will ours by the heart. So we set out,